Hello, back again today. Yesterday I was talking about the synth bundle that's going on, the sale at Native Instruments from Yuhi. And today I want to continue by making some beats. Well, particularly there was this chord progression thing going on I had yesterday that I just didn't get a chance to do anything with, and let's do it. I want to dive in here, use some of these synths, and see what I can come up with in a semi-short period of time. As you guys know, like, one of the reasons I haven't been making these videos is it tends to take me just a while longer to definitely come up with the beat sketch and definitely track it out. So this will probably just be coming up with like a sketch that I'll track out at a later point in time. But let's do it. So that was a sound that I have from Diva that I said I liked yesterday. And you know what? Somebody said I couldn't tell what song it was from. I knew it sounded familiar, but I guess Moonlight by extension. Is that how you say his name? Yeah. Anyway, I think it's that song. I don't know, sort of listen to some of that music, sort of don't, but yeah. Anyway, yeah, I listened to that song and I was like, yep, I think that's it. That's it. All right, so let's see what kind of sounds we can get from Repro. And I want to like lay down some sort of lead thing is my thought. So generally what I'm doing is just trying to go through all the different sounds, find something that sounds good with this. At least in my head, like what I'm hearing. Not sure the direction I want to go. I have 90 BPMs put in. But then other things often happen. So I like this sound, but I'm almost thinking I'm just gonna take this low end here and see what will happen if I paste it in here. Let's see. Sounds horrible. It's a little too low. Almost like a pad, right? That's way too much. Sort of like the width it adds in the background. All right, I'm gonna leave that for now. Sometimes you just come across things and you're like, all right, cool. So let me copy that. Put another one here. Move it over there. I'll put this back. Try to label things, just, I don't know. I mean, it tends to make it easier at some point in time that you have things labeled. So let's see. There's a lot of sounds here. Sometimes I just spend a lot of time looking for sounds, you know, as part of my process. And I think as time goes by, I'll get better at it. The other thing is like you have some people who will just like, you know, just pick like just any stock sounds, make their song, and then go back and replace those sounds. For me, for like the inspiration part of like, you know, digging the song, I think it's important for me to find the right sounds in the beginning. It doesn't mean that I'm not going to go back and change them at some point, because, you know, that happens all the time, but just like to get the vibe and to really feel like where I'm going. And if I'm not feeling anything, I mean, one of my things I might do is just turn off, you know, what's going on in the background and just try to look for a sound on its own. And what I'm looking for when I do this is something that feels different, you know? Something that sticks out to me. All right, sort of like that. Looks like I just changed the sound by mistake. Whoopsie. What the heck did I just change it to? All right, I remember where I was at though. Orange, orange, orange. I was like, that is not the sound I picked. The last note I picked. Let's try that. All right, so I'm sort of digging that. Like I can work with that, but then I'm thinking like, well, let me get a beat because I don't know, I'm not really sure, you know, like where I'm at here. Not every song I make is good. Some really suck and some are really good. And I'm sure that's how most of you guys feel out there as you're learning and going through this process and becoming a better producer. Like that's the whole point of making beat after beat after beat. I wish I had more time to make more beats because I'd be getting better quickly. But I know for a fact, like, you know, these producers you hear that are really good and making really great solid beats. Not that they don't have any bad ones because they probably do as well, but they've made so many songs that it just becomes almost second nature to know like, okay, where to go next, or like they know their sounds. And yeah, I mean, I want to get there, and hopefully, you know, several years from now, people will be able to look back to this video and be like, damn, you made some bad beats, but you know, you've gotten so much better. And that's my hope, you know, these videos to show you that, like, you know, it's a process. It's a process, and not everyone is like, you know, out of the box, like amazing at doing this. And just show the progression over time about, you know, where I've come from and where I get to eventually. I think it'll be interesting. All right, so I wanted to put some beats in here before I go any further, just to like just get a general vibe. And the way that I most of the time pick out beats is through using the Maschine expansion packs. And I just, you know, it hasn't done me wrong. I feel like it's a good starting place if you want to then change some things around. But it's also like I just don't want to have any blockers. You've heard me say that a lot lately, probably because that's what we've been talking about in my day job. But yeah, like, you know, you get this blocker and it's like, oh, maybe like I'm not good at doing the drums. So like then you just don't make a song. Like if that's like holding you back, then like find some other way to be better at drums. And in this case, like my quick fix here is going to expansion packs and going through some of the kits. Now the great thing about the expansion packs from Maschine are that they're like set up by like genre, right? So you can think like, okay, well, what kind of vibe am I creating? For this, like I was going for like a slower vibe, so I'm going to open the Aquarius Earth, which is one of the newer Maschine expansions that's like a soulful hip hop, like dusty hip hop type of deal. So let's see what we have here. And I'm probably like, what I might do is sometimes I'll just go through here, get a general vibe. You can see I started some already. Let's see what this one is. Now for this, I don't want the whole project, right? So I'm going to take off all of the special, sometimes it's massive. Here it was a bass and different vocals and licks, and I don't want those because what I'm looking for are the drums. So you can see that the kit itself is up here. The other thing I'm looking for is I'm at 90 BPM. This, which I picked, is 89, so that's a good fit. I'm not trying to make something that's 130 BPMs fit into my 90 BPM project, which sounds like crap. So this is going to work. Now there's some things I don't like in here. I like this though. Now let's see. Sometimes it's a matter of just figuring out even if they go together. So I like the drums. I just don't like them with the song that I'm creating. So let me see if there's something better. Let's see what that is. Nope, don't like that. You'll see again a lot of extra stuff going on here that I need to silence. Might be something better. Let's see. And for some reason, even though I have a really powerful computer, sometimes loading these kits doesn't work out. So this is 165. That's not going to work. Let's see what we got here. Better fit. Not what I meant to do. Yes. this one. I like this one. And there's some good feelings here in terms of different patterns. I think I just actually used this for a recent song. Anyway, we're gonna stick with it. And that's the other thing. You got to be careful, right? Like I don't get to make as many beats as I want to make. But obviously, if you're sitting here making 5 beats a day, you might be finding that you're picking out the same drums over and over, and you don't want to have the same drums on all your beats. So that's something else to look out for when you're using my little quick method here. I'd like to just spend more time being more original. I mean, I have with some songs, but really I feel like when I'm doing drums, it just, I don't know, I get frustrated and it takes more time, and I've just fallen into this habit of this being my quick way of doing it, especially when I'm making these videos. All right, so let's figure out our bass. Let's go to Repro 5 and let's see what kind of basses we have in here. Let me label that as our bass. All right, let's see what we got. And I might not find anything here. I don't know. I haven't actually looked through the basses. I'm a big Spectrasonics Trillion fan. I feel like I always turn to that, so this is good that I'm trying something different. That might be a little too much. See, with this one, my kick is actually really, I got this sub kick going on, so I'm trying to figure out, like, well, what can I even do with this that I don't want to have, like, that sub kick that you hear rumbling sort of get in the way. If I add a bass, is it going to be too much? Like, should I just add, like, a sub over that so that I just have more of a trail? I don't know. These are all the decisions. This is what makes it fun. I was thinking to myself the other day, one of the reasons I think I really enjoy this now is I fall in love with those deeper basses. You see me move around, and it's because I can't figure out like why my lights are going off. I actually have these are the new, I bought the new Elgato key lights thinking like, oh, they'll be a great solution because they come with this great stand. I mean, I had a light that was similar, but the thing is if you saw my video yesterday, they go off and come back on, and I don't know why. I have a ticket open with the company. Of course, I haven't heard back from them yet. Hopefully I hear back today. I do know that, I mean, one of the benefits of having the key light is to have these hooked up to the software that comes from Elgato. But in order to do that, you need to be running Mojave on a Mac, which I'm not doing. And that could be potentially, my issue. I'm sure they're going to say just install Mojave so you can install the software so then you can control the lights. But it sucks because I feel like I should have been able to buy these lights and not have to have software just to have the damn lights on, like literally stay on. I don't think that's a bad request to have. Like, why do they go off? And I thought maybe it was like motion, right? Because I'm just sitting here, but I'm like, they're for streaming, right? Like, what kind of, I mean, I guess if you have gamers and they're like all over the place, but I don't think it's motion. I think it's in my head. I just think that because it goes off for a few seconds and then I like move and it comes back on. I don't know. I haven't had time to like fully test every scenario out. I don't know. All right, let me just see. So what I got here, I done that's So what if I take that And I'll try to use this again. Let's see what I think. And this may very well not work at all and sound like crap. That works. Alright, so this is where I'll probably go and I'll go check out that lead, right? And say, maybe that doesn't go so much. Maybe that's not exactly the lead I want to have here. I am going to mark that as a favorite, just hopefully so I don't lose it. And I'm going to go through and I'm going to audition some more sounds and see, like, you know, what I can get here. I like that. I feel like we've heard this somewhere else. And what if I, you know, these are all pretty short. So what if I made them a little bit longer for this particular sound? I might have to take that out. I don't like how that sounds in the end. Excuse me, I had to sneeze. I sort of like that. See, because I'm not digging what I did initially with this whole like backing thing, and that's the other thing, like, you know, it's, don't be afraid, like that's why this takes me so long in terms of really getting, like, honing in on the sound that I want is, you know, it's music. There's so many variables involved. Your ears tell you one thing, you know, 10 minutes ago, and now they tell me something different. And, you know, that's like, I love this because it's like playing a video game. It really is. It's just, there's a challenge in it. There's a strategy. There's a learning aspect, and it's always different. Every time you come here, you know, like something different's going to happen. There's so many sounds to choose from, and, you know, going back again, so many variables. It's just, it's really, that's what like draws me in here. And I just like, don't be scared to go back and like say, oh, that sounds like crap. Like, what can I do better? What'll sound better? So I'm thinking like maybe I like put a pad in here. Maybe I'll take all of these chords and just like create like maybe like a longer type of pad, and we'll see if we can find like I don't know, just a nice pad, maybe something another. See if we can find something, because okay, this Repro one, I didn't necessarily go look at the pads, chords, effects, percussive. So I'm not really seeing, like in the Diva they had that dream pads, dream synths, something. So maybe, I don't know what this chords is. What's that? Huh, that's interesting. It's not what I was looking for, but it's definitely interesting. Arpeggios, melodic, oh, they have sequences in here, huh? That's cool. You know, a lot of the synthwave, 80s synthwave sound is coming back. It's pretty cool. Okay, none of this is what I was looking for, but like, that's pretty cool. I can see the opportunities here. So I'm actually gonna take off. I don't want this repro. And I had what I have over here. I have a Diva I didn't end up using, so let me just delete that so I don't have too many instances of this running. And I'm gonna actually put Diva on here because I really was digging yesterday when I was going through some of the presets. They have these this Dream Synth, and it was like some really nice pads. So let's see what we can find here. Let's go over here. I'm a sucker for these like soft, like they call them like almost like 90s ballad pads. It might be a little much. It's so funny when I'm listening to pads. Like, I just feel like there's this ethereal, like, I don't know, it's almost like you feel like you're at the spa all of a sudden. It's nice. Absolutely. That's way too much. It's interesting because that is a very type. Is it too much? It's almost like competing too much. What if I bring it down a lot and it's really in the back? So it just adds like a little more texture and width. I think maybe that'll work. Because I like it with that alone too. feel good about that. I think I've got it. Like, that feels good to me. I can sort of hear all the elements as they come in and come out of the song within the arrangement. So I would stick with that, and then I'll go now and I'll actually play with some of the VSTs, the effects that that come with the Yuhi bundle. And again, if you're not familiar with what I'm talking about, Native Instruments is running a special this next 2 weeks, almost. It's a week and a half, through February 17th, I believe, to get this amazing bundle from Yuhi for $279. And I just think, like, I don't know, it's pretty cool. Like, the sounds are pretty cool. So yeah, I'm gonna stop talking about it because I'm like starting to sound like a salesperson, but like, really, I mean, the only benefit I got is like they gave me this software to play with, which is really cool. But so I mean, from there, I already got my benefit, right? I'm not like making any more money right now, or anything. So like, my only point in saying like this is a good deal is because it really is. Like, I've been looking at these synths prior to this and like some of the VSTs, and to like get half off, like, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. It's a lot of money off. And we all spend enough money to begin with, like, on all this stuff. Believe me, I'm in the same boat as you. But on the other hand, like, I told myself I was going to stop spending money on stuff. I am getting the Akai Force, but with VSTs, like, I think it's important to just hone in on a few really good ones that you like working with a lot, and then just stick with them. And that's why I wasn't buying anything else. Like, I had bought the complete bundle, so I had that. I was working with Massive a lot, and everything I have, because it's just you can drown in all the choices, because there's always going to be a new synth to buy, a new this to buy, a new that to buy. And by buying those new things, I do feel like it takes you away from where you need to be, which is concentrate on making the music. But I also see the importance in building your toolbox if you don't have the right tools to start out with. So I think there's a fine balance there in figuring out, what you need to get you with your, solid all around, okay, I got this stuff, versus buying just to buy because there's something new and you think it's going to make you make better music. The truth is from coming from somebody that's bought a lot of crap, like, it's not going to make you make better music. If anything, it's going to make you make worse music because you have like way too many choices and you're not honing in on just making the music. I've fallen prey to that, so just want to share that with you. All right, so let's get on here and let's put some nice Yuhi VSTs on here in terms of, let's see, what do we want to play with? So I went on the lead, but what I really want to go on is these pads, and I want to rename this because, I don't know, back sounds, now it doesn't sound right, now it's pads. Right. And what I want to do is, I'm actually doing a test right now. No, see, it's not movement. It came back on. I didn't move. It came back on. Darn lights. I want to use satin on this because this is a really cool, like, tape effect sound. Tape effect plugin. And I know it's already got stuff going on, but what else can we get? That sort of widens it out, but does that compete too much with this? I almost don't like how it... Sometimes it's hard to tell on my headphones too. It's really early in the morning, so I need to use headphones. I can't be using anything else here. All right, I'm going to keep that on there. And then let's see this lead. Let's see what we can do here. I'm trying to remember what was what. It's just the reverb. Yes. Some of these are really subtle, some of them not so much. Let's see what we got going on here. That brought that alive. Whew. Listen to the difference. It's just hanging out back there, and then all of a sudden, sometimes these have compressors and everything on them already, so it's not really ideal to stick another compressor on there, but just curious. Without it. This is with it. You think it glues it a little? I think it does. It's sort of like a glue compressor in Ableton or something. A lot of this stuff is just, that's my thing with mastering. It's just, it's so small. I mean, in terms of you hearing it, and it's like training your ears so that you can hear things like that. So let's see. See, I had put this on the other day. I don't think I want that. It's hard for me because I mean I have headphones on, so it's really hard for me right now with the tremolo and panning, tremolo, however you want to say it. It's hard for me in headphones for some reason to just mentally feel the panning part. I'll leave it there for now. So if I was going to start to lay this out, I'm going to end this video in a little bit now that we made our beat. But But I'll start the layout, and then what I'll do is I will actually include at the end of this video the final arrangement of the song. So let's see here. If I wanted to think about how I wanted to start, those chords are what sort of stick out in my head. So would I just start with those? With the pads, maybe? No. See, this is now that I listen to that Moonlight. That's what I'm getting in my head, right? Maybe I would I bring in, whoops, so that's the other thing. Let me see what my, so maybe in here, in this one, yeah, I'd bring in 3. Slow it down. That's not what I meant to do. Bring my bass in. And I know this is some of the stuff that you guys definitely want to see. I have so many songs on my desktop to arrange. Look at all those right there. Lots of songs to arrange. So I think that's like, leave that for another video, because this is what takes time. It does. It's because we talked about, you know, as I was making the beat, like making decisions along the way. There's a lot of decisions to be made. And part of getting better at this is making quicker decisions, right? Going with the sounds, going with what you want. Like, don't dwelling on something way too long, because at that point it becomes, it's not fun anymore, right? It becomes work. It becomes like, I don't know what to do in decisions. So you need to make quick decisions, but it still takes time, especially when arranging. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you for joining me in this video today. I am going to play the full arrangement after. And yeah, if you're not subscribed to the channel, hit the subscribe button. I will see you back here again, and probably going to just be maybe making another beat with the Yuhi bundle, so you can just sort of see what's possible. I mean, it takes a while to dig into this stuff, you know. I mean, this is they're amazing synths, and the plugins, the effects, like, you know, as you guys all know, it takes a long time to really dig in and understand how to fully utilize them, and to get, like, you know, squeeze everything in there out. And of course, I'm not going to do that, but I thought it'd be fun just to make a few beats, because I haven't done that recently, and that's what I'm doing. I'll see you again soon.